Hi, my name is John Schroeder, and the topic of my industry research paper will be on the use of virtual reality, augmented reality, and immersive digital theater to tell the stories of the future. So, over the past few years, there's been a movement towards using new, emerging technologies such as virtual and augmented reality to push the boundaries of what is possible with storytelling. There's been a growing number of filmmakers and technologists working together to craft immersive content, and what I mean by that is content that can be viewed in 360 degrees. There are a lot of ways to view this content, from traditional virtual reality headsets to planetariums or geodesic domes with projection screens in them, or even uploading them to Facebook where users can move their phone around and freely view 360-degree content. A lot of this is being developed for events around the country, such as music festivals, and for corporate marketing or experiential marketing at sporting events, corporate trade shows, and conventions. Most of this is of an abstract nature and is focused on conveying an experience evoking emotions through the use of intricate visual design rather than a focus on storytelling. For instance, a company named Obscura Digital has created an impressive 360-degree visual experience called Samskara that they've been showcasing around the world in planetariums and pop-up geodesic dome theaters over the past few years. They work with a digital artist named Android Jones, animating his art and bringing it to life by projecting it onto the inside of these domes using special mapping software. And what I mean by that is software such as Resolume or MadMapper that allows these technologists to basically warp images onto surfaces. The result is a mind-bending experience that leaves viewers feeling engulfed in the visuals and taken on a spiritual journey through different surreal landscapes. The use of the dome theaters is great because it becomes more of a collective experience rather than, a isolated experience of just using the headset. You can't see those around you. The same company has worked with NASA, HP, and other large respected companies to create educational videos, 360 educational videos, meant to be observed in an immersive theater. They've been showing them to schools around the country or even just on college campuses. While this has been great for introducing technology to the masses, the idea of using it for telling stories has not been explored much until recently. At Sundance 2018 this year, there was a selection of about 10 films that were created specifically for virtual reality, demonstrating how the tech is slowly being recognized as a useful storytelling medium within the film industry. Guests of the film festival were given the Oculus Rift headset and then showed a variety of different films, the most popular of which seemed to be the Neil Gaiman adaptation called Wolves in the Wall. In it, 8-year-old Lucy suspects that wolves live in the walls of her family's home. She has no one to believe her but you, forging a groundbreaking blend of film, theater, and sleight of hand.
You heard it too. You do, don't you? Hello. But up here, in the attic, the sounds were the loudest, especially in the dark. It's okay. You can take it. There are wolves in the walls.
This exclusively crafted animated experience casts you as an active performer in a narrative where you interact, have a relationship with, and go on a quest with the central character. The environments are teeming with detail, and there's a lot of subtle things to learn from the story just by examining the sets the animators have created. Using the headset, the viewer becomes a cinematographer and, in a way, the editor as well, choosing who and what to focus on. This brings up a huge hurdle that immersive filmmakers are slowly learning how to overcome, and that is the issue of directing the focus of the viewer and maintaining a coherent flow to the story. Sound is one way to direct attention in VR, as you can signal where and when something important is about to happen using clever sound design and immersive sound. By that I mean 360 sound that corresponds to where visual elements are happening. Color and light are also ways to direct focus. By making most of an environment monotone and then using bright color for important story elements, the viewer becomes aware of where he or she should be directing their focus. There are two forms of VR cinema, active and passive viewing. In passive view, the viewer stays stationary and is guided by the animators, similar in a way to immersive projection in that all viewers are experiencing from a similar angle, yet where they choose to focus is up to them. Where they choose to direct their head, turn towards is up to them. The other form is active viewing, where viewers can move within the 3D space, examining characters and sets up close. This form of active storytelling is blurring the line between video games and cinema by forcing the viewer to interact with environments in order to push the story forward. I see this form becoming the more dominant version of immersive storytelling, and in the future, I could even see new versions of movie theaters where guests come and they put on a headset and they're encouraged to move around in a large open space that's physically empty in reality, but teeming with detail in virtual reality. Some animators can create sets, basically digital sets based on how big these rooms are, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. It appears the technologists working within the VR are betting this is where the future lies as well. All sorts of new tools are being created to help filmmakers make immersive content. Right now, most immersive content is either created using specially designed rigs with multiple wide-angle cameras, and then the footage is stitched together in post-production, or it's created in 3D using programs like Maya, Cinema 4D, or After Effects. Each of these programs has tools for immersive content creation. However, companies like Apple and Facebook are now creating platforms for augmented reality content creation. Apple just released their new AR kit that's encouraging developers to create content on their platform. And I definitely see a push towards a version of short storytelling through the use of this AR kit. Augmented reality is the merging of real-world environments and virtual objects being imprinted over our reality. Often it takes the form of our cell phones and cell phone cameras with objects overlaid or through special optics such as the Google Glass. And AR tech is developing at a rapid pace and is likely to replace cell phones and even televisions within the coming years. When this happens, there's likely to be new ground broken in AR storytelling in a way that integrates real-life objects and virtual characters and merges the video game and film industries in ways that haven't really been seen before. In my future career, I really hope to work within the virtual reality and augmented reality landscape and hopefully make some impactful films using this new technology. Thanks for listening.